The Ohio State University community is grieving the loss of two students who died from a suspected drug overdose. Police haven't confirmed exactly what the students took, but a day after the overdose, university officials sent a memo to students warning of fake Adderall pills laced with fentanyl. It's an extremely potent and lethal synthetic opioid that, according to the CDC, is involved in more deaths of Americans under the age of 50 than any other drug or disease. It's cheap and extremely addictive, and that's made it popular among drug dealers who mix it with more common drugs like Oxy, Percocet, and cocaine to boost their sales. And that's what makes this so incredibly terrifying. Many of its victims don't even know that they're taking it. And now a coalition of advocacy groups are working to change that by introducing May 10th as the very first ever National Fentanyl Awareness Day. Joining me now to talk about this is Ashley Spillane. Her organization, Impactual, is a partner for National Fentanyl Awareness Day. And Ashley, help us understand the goal of a day like today of National Fentanyl Awareness Day.
Yeah, so National Fentanyl Awareness Day is really exactly what it says in the title. We are trying to raise awareness for young people about the dangers that fentanyl presents. It is an incredibly lethal, potent drug. It is found in almost half of the drugs that are confiscated on the street right now. It's not just the cocaine and the heroin that, you're traditionally warned to stay away from. You have young people who are on social media buying a single Percocet or a single Xanax to try to sort of take the edge off in the middle of what has been a really hard couple of years for folks. And they are being poisoned by these pills that have fentanyl in them, and they didn't even know it.
So let's talk to the parents out there. Let's talk to the young people out there. What do they need to know about fentanyl? And as you said, what drugs, like everyday drugs that we all know, we've all, we know people who bought Adderall on Snapchat. I mean, Speak to the common drugs that come up and the dangers that parents and teens need to know about on a day like today.
Yeah, I mean, we actually plan this intentionally to coincide with Mental Health Awareness Month because people have been going through so much. You have 86% of young people between the ages of 13 and 17 being overwhelmed, saying 80% have some sort of anxiety, and they are easily accessing what they think are prescription drugs prescribed by a pharmacy, given out and produced by pharmacy on social media. And they're getting instead these counterfeit pills that have fentanyl in them. And as little as 2 grains of sand worth of fentanyl in one of these pills could kill you. We are working with a coalition of so many parents who had no idea that this was an issue, whose children had no idea that this was an issue, who have taken it and passed away. And it's just, this is preventable. And it's been so heartbreaking for so many families that we just want to turn the volume up as much as possible.
So tell us about the social media toolkit and how people can amplify the information so that parents and teens, even that aren't watching this segment right now, can get it so that they can share it, amplify it, spread it.
Yeah. So on social media, first of all of the platforms from Snapchat to Instagram to TikTok, YouTube are talking about this today. The platforms themselves want to raise awareness amongst their users. And on top of that, anyone can post about this hashtag National Fentanyl Awareness Day, fentanylawarenessday.org. You can get more resources to share information. But the point is just to make sure people know that when you are purchasing illegally made drugs, there is at this point, I mean, it's like Russian roulette. There's just a very high chance that you are going to be poisoned by this synthetic fake drug.
So to be clear, any pill that is not coming from a pharmacy is not safe. You
don't know unless you get it filled at a pharmacy that it is safe. unfortunately. And the same is true of other, heroin, cocaine, MDMA. They are all now being produced more and more by these illegal drug manufacturers with fentanyl in them, because fentanyl is a highly addictive drug and they are trying to get their clientele hooked on this. And unfortunately, that concentration of too much fentanyl can kill you. So you have to just be so careful. It is, I think there was this campaign, Just Say No, NO, say no to everything. And unfortunately, that was a little bit too strict of a message for a lot of people. And unfortunately now, it is really just say no, and also say no, KNOW. You have to know where your drugs are being produced before you take them.
I'm much more fond of talking about real life. All right, kids out here, they are getting Adderall on Snapchat. If you're a parent, just understand that's the reality. Last question in the last minute. What can lawmakers do? Obviously, we're having National Awareness Day, but there's legislation, obviously, that could help with some of these terrific numbers. What is it? What does it look like?
Yeah, today the Senate actually passed a National Fentanyl Awareness Day bipartisan resolution to raise awareness about this issue. There are a lot of different ideas about what we should be doing, from harm reduction to use reduction, demand reduction. There are a lot of different approaches to this right now. I think the most important thing is for the social media platforms to really turn the volume up on awareness and do what they can to help prevent the sale of these kinds of illegal drugs that are killing people.
Amplify this information in your feeds today and save a life. Ashley Spillane, thank you so much for being here today on National Fentanyl Awareness Day. Hi, I'm Zerlina Maxwell. Thanks for checking out our channel on YouTube. You can see more from Zerlina by clicking any of the videos on this screen, and make sure you subscribe below to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. Thanks for watching.